Okay, first day of legal tampering, and the Lions have been busy, but did they just make a mistake? I think they did. They just made a bad signing. I'll get to it here in just a second. They've signed Bugs, Anzalone, and Cam Sutton. So Bugs, the D tackle, fills that need. Anzalone, our linebacker, and Cam Sutton, a big add at corner. But there's one player that we just added that I just am trying to get my head around, but I don't like it. I don't think it's a good signing. I don't think it's really what we wanted as Lions fans. So I'm talking about the Anzalone deal. If you look at his deal, it's 3 years, 18 million, $6 million for your starting linebacker. In one hand, it's like, okay, not bad. Anzalone had 125 tackles. I mean, you look at that, it's like, man, that's pretty good. Dan Campbell raved about him in the offseason, but it's like there's something about him. He's mediocre, and I really wanted to see a linebacker have us find a linebacker that could really set the tone, be a dynamic linebacker that could blitz and do a lot of different things for us. Now, I know Anzalone's smart and he really fits our defense and those sorts of things, but at the same time, the defense wasn't good. The defense really improved, no question. And I give Anzalone and the rest of the defense credit on that. Really improved, but man, it was a struggle. And I just feel like Anzalone or that linebacker position could be better. Now you look at Tremaine Edmonds, $72 million, $18 million a year. I don't like that, but Anzalone at the same time, it feels like he's a mediocre player on a mediocre defense. And I thought we wanted to get really better on defense, and this was a great opportunity to do it. So, great article here is exactly what I'm talking about, where Anzalone missed a lot of tackles in 2021. We were all just kind of like, nah. Then we do bring him back in 2022, and it's like, okay. I mean, yeah, he's a good depth piece, and he had a really good year. So, shout out to him. But it's like, okay, thank you, Anzalone. Now we're going to the next level. Now we're going to go find somebody, go to the next level. The defense needs to improve. We got to play at a higher level, and let's get this thing going. But we didn't do that. We brought him back again on a nice, kind of hefty contract. So Dan Campbell said last year, the best I've ever seen him in all the years we had him in New Orleans. That's the best I've seen him play. And this year is even better. He's playing at a high level. He's the quarterback of the defense. He's versatile. He's a good athlete. He's smart. He knows what Aaron Glenn is looking for. He knows the situations that are coming up. So obviously, Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes think highly of him to bring him back. 3-year deal. Again, I thought we wanted to get a little something going on defense. Give me some juice on defense. We got to get going here a little bit. And here's what people on the internet said. So this is just kind of funny because it's kind of spot on. Yes, finally, Anzalone's back. He's a great player, a lot of depth to our defense. Now, I agree with that. He's a good depth piece. Hey, $6 million a year for a solid starter seems solid to me. This guy says it perfect. Bro, we got Alex Anzalone back. Like, I feel the same way. I thought we were going to splash it up a little bit. Giving a guy 3 years and a raise for being mediocre on the worst defense. Now, I wouldn't say it's the worst. I get why you say that because of the stats, whatever, but we're mediocre. He's a mediocre linebacker on a mediocre defense. Why couldn't we upgrade? Trying to justify it. Same here. I'm trying to justify it, trying to figure out, work through it. You guys let me know in the comments. Trying to work through this. The North is wide open. Makes no sense. Not a good signing. I just I'm trying to work through it as well. He's a good dude, but was generally one of the worst full-time linebackers in the league last year. We can admit that. I am right here. He's not the worst ever. He did solid for us, and that's the whole point. And that's why I think we're all struggling with this. Very solid. You and Malcolm Rodriguez, thank you for being very solid for us. Solid's the word, but we need a dude. We just need to start acquiring dudes. And he took up a contract that maybe we could have got a dude out there. Is there a linebacker that we could have gotten? You look at the linebackers available. Zach Cunningham, Deion Jones, Levante David, Eric Kendricks. Those are some names, but they're older. Devin Bush. Man, he just never really figured it out yet. And he's 24. So it's like, man, get this guy in. He's fast. He's physical. Let's go. Anthony Walker Jr. And that's the other thing about Anzalone. He's 28, going to be 29 almost at the start of the season. He's older. it just feels like we missed an opportunity to upgrade the defense in general by getting a linebacker that could really provide some juice for us. And so I think we all agree that the Bug signing was really good. Bug signing was good because we needed you just can't let a defensive tackle walk away. And to get him for like $3 million a year, perfect. $2-3 million a year, but $6 million for Anzalone. It's like, man, could we have given that to somebody else, or added a couple million on there and got somebody else that was even better? I guess I don't. I guess I don't know. And then the Cam Sutton deal, I think we all agree that's a good one. You get a starting corner. He was like ninth last year PFF in yards allowed as a corner. You get a good starting corner. We needed that. Anzalone, you just brought back somebody that was, man, he did his part. He did what he was supposed to do for those 2 years. He kind of held his own, kept the defense somewhat respectable. And now the fact that we've given him this deal, I don't like it. So you let me know in the comments. Are you an Anzalone fan or no? And I'm not. I'm just not. I thought we missed an opportunity to definitely improve. And it's unfortunate because I think he's just good enough where you feel good about bringing him back. If you're a supporter of him, or if you're Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, you're comfortable with him. And that's the unfortunate thing is I get it. You're comfortable with the way he plays, the way that he runs the defense. He's been here a couple of years. Dan Campbell had him with the Saints. I know you. I know you know the defense. I don't have to worry about you. And that was the thing I noticed in Hard Knocks and last offseason was Anzalone from day one was in the starting role, which I thought was interesting because I was like, hey, Barnes, maybe Malcolm, what do we got? What are we doing? And it was like Anzalone, clear number one linebacker that we had. And that was after 2021, where it was like, this guy's missing tackles. He's slow, but no, they love him. They think he knows where to go, where to be, no questions asked. And I remember the linebackers coach, one of the first preseasons, he's like, Anzalone, of course you're in. Of course you're in the team. I was like, really? He's on the team? Like, I didn't think you'd make the team last year. And to his credit, 125 tackles, played well, the whole deal. But we just kind of got comfortable with him. And I don't think he's worth this amount of money, or at least we could have tried something else and got somebody with a little bit more athleticism, improve the defense. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you an Anzalone guy or no? Do you wish we would have done something different to improve the defense? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see all of you on the next one.